much younger in life, my parents never really promoted the arts in my life, and in fact, they looked down upon it, and anytime I showed interest in the arts, they looked down upon me and told me not to participate in them. Now, with how I grew up, and not participating in the arts and having friends that have participated in the arts and stuff, I understand the difference between us and what has happened, and I know firsthand issues that have happened, that have been caused because of not participating in the arts. And when I talk about the arts, I'm not just talking about like drawing stuff. I'm talking drawing, dancing, drama, theater, acting, singing, all of that is considered the arts to me. Now, everyone in this room has done at least one of those things once in their life before. And the arts aren't just some fun thing that you can do. As they are that, they are much more. The arts can help improve brain functions, help with student involvement in activities and work, and it can also help with cognitive thinking. Now, as I had just said, the arts can help improve brain functions in a person. This happens because in many different ways. One of the ways is shown in a study done by Robert Mandic. Mandic published at a Telegraph website in May of 2011, and the study showed multiple different people, many different types of paintings, and overall, every single last person had shown increased blood flow to the brain by up to 10%. And the same study showed that and stated that it didn't matter what type of painting was shown to the people, they all had an overall increase in happiness. Now, the arts can also make you a healthier person overall. The National Center for Creative Aging has gone on record to state that when somebody participates in the arts, they show less signs of depression and loneliness in their bodies. And some of the arts also require physical movement and activities, thus causing the person to be more physically fit. Now, with people having increased blood flow to the brain because of the arts, being happier overall, showing less signs of depression and loneliness, and being more physically fit, the person's brain functions have a tendency to increase overall. Now, as with how people can have an increase in brain function because of the arts can also increase a person's involvement and engagement in activities and tasks that they have to do. This happens because of many different things. One of the things being that art is considered a fun activity. And whenever somebody thinks about arts and stuff, they don't think of it as a grueling task, but rather something that's fun and enjoyable for them to do. They tend, whenever they are able to relate their actual work with the arts and stuff, they find the tasks that they have to do more enjoyable and easier to do because of this. Students learn in many different ways, and learning through the arts is one of those different ways that people can learn. When a kid is labeled as rowdy or bad, and they underperform, it has a tendency to be because the person is not learning in the proper manner for them. So, which could be because they're learning like just straight book work rather than learning through creative processes. With the students having higher motivation in their work, finding their work to be more enjoyable, and learning in the proper method, they tend to have a higher involvement in their tasks and job at hand. And as I had just stated, the arts can improve a person's improve a student's ability to learn and their involvement in their activities. It can also improve the student's critical thinking processes. This happens because the students can learn how to think creatively, causing them to be able to look at things from different perspectives and create new ideas. An article published to the Bowling Green State University website on April 2013 had stated that schools are pushing more critical thinking rather than creative thinking, and creative thinking is linked to the arts itself. And creative thinking has a direct relationship with the birth of new ideas, concepts, and principles in a person's mind. The arts can also help a student stay in school and be more involved. The article published to the Bowling Green State University website on April 13 also stated that when a school has cut arts programs, fundings, or the program altogether, the school tended to have a higher dropout rate as a result. A study done by He, Kim, and Van Tessel-Baska in 2010 had stated that when a student is labeled as an underachiever, they tended to have that label put on them because they're not performing properly, and they're not performing properly due to them being more creative thinkers rather than critical thinkers, and the schools are pushing critical thinking. So with the students not being able to be taught in the proper manner for them, and they tend to suffer and have their creative thinking processes lowered because they're not being taught using the arts themselves. Now, the arts can lead to many different benefits in a person, including higher brain functions, more involvement in their tasks, and more creative thinking processes. Now, I want you all to think about all the possible benefits from participating in the arts and help in your life and other people's life. And whenever you see somebody that you think might be able to benefit from the arts, I want you to reach out to them and try and get them involved in the arts so that they can get some of the benefits from this. With so many possible benefits from the arts, I want you all to understand that all these benefits are linked straight to you. Like, you can get them all by yourself without anyone else's help. And I want you to all understand that.